Did you play music?
Yeah. Did it not go?
I didn't hear it. You probably did. Maybe when you mute me, sometimes I don't hear it.
I think the audio kicked off. I don't see the little audio button.
I'm so excited, dude. It's been so long. Look at it. I got somewhat of a normal voice.
The voice is back.
Oh,
And I got better audio now. It's nice.
show that boom mic. I don't appreciate that you're gonna just right out the gate show me up. Hit me. I don't have my computer in front of me. If I did, I would say it. So see what he's bragging about is that my mic comes from underneath and his mic is just hanging
right here. I'm gonna need a pop filter here. So
don't worry. I got my pop filter coming. I got you. I got you, man. But it's nice. You don't scratch your table. It sits on the back, swing it back and forth. But we are, and this is Munchies with Max. We are back. We took a little vacation. I lost my voice. We had to mend it back. So we took it easy, but for the most part, we've been doing real well. I am Maximilian Mormont. We are MaxFit USA. You can hit us up on all the handles, MaxFit USA everywhere. And then at the same time, Hermit Coach. Hermit Coach is really, really on an agenda right now. He's hot, and I'm excited about the topics today and talking about them, having hard talks, and it's been really good. I'm always kind of in like this weird spot. You know, I am white privileged and I am also Hispanic and I'm first generation American. So it's always a real cool, awkward position. So, and I always tell the joke of I always get told the opposite, you know, when I start speaking Spanish, people look at me and they're like, "You're not brown." I'm like, "I don't know what the fuck that means," but okay. Thank you. So it always bothers me. And so I know that there's always kind of, you know, the suffering is never the same. And one of my biggest pet peeves is when someone passes. And I've had a lot of friends pass away on me, police officers, firefighters, one police officer, one firefighter, a forest ranger. And there's just and just friends in general have passed away. I mean, even in sixth grade, I had a friend get shot by another friend playing with a gun. So I have always had like death, right? And when you think of that stuff, and I know that's a horrible way to start, but one of the biggest pet peeves that I get is when people are like, "I'm sorry," you know, and it's like, the fuck you apologizing for, you know? And I never do that. So I can never feel what someone else is feeling. But what I can do is have empathy, and what I can do is acknowledge it. And so I think it's a time to really just create change through everything. And that means fitness, that means health, that means how we look at things, you know, racism, medical, healthcare, how we care for ourselves, how we care for our family, how we work versus what we don't work, you know. Maybe our drive before this whole thing went down, we were driving more for our job than being with our family. And now we should be with our family, you know. I've been blessed that we're home and we get to play. And Sundays are always so hard on me because I just get to hear them out there, you know, either battling or having a good time or whatever. But it's always the family that's happening out there. And it's kind of my prep day. It's my prep day for the week. It's my prep day for everything we're doing for the gym and just everything in general. And so it's like my longest desk day. And it really does kind of eat me up, but it still has to get done, right? So work has to get done, but at the same time, hopefully you've understand the value of real life and real life friendships and real life things. So that's I guess that's how we're back. That's not even on my paper, but
you threw me off. You always switch up the program here.
This new mic, is this Mikey has? Does Mikey have a new mic? Or are you talking about me, Nathan? I actually I have dual mics. It depends on where I'm at, Nathan. What are you talking about? But Mikey has a hot mic. Mikey has a nice mono, like arm situation.
Yeah,
But I got lights in my room and stuff. I don't have to go like dark with it. And I got like I got a tapestry. As hippies, we can throw up a tapestry in a heartbeat. So I feel pretty strong on that. But so anyways, I really wanted to talk about keeping it up and keeping up the momentum, keeping up everything that's happening around us, fitness wise, health wise. And a few things I wanted to remind people is, again, I always drive this home, is staying fit, staying healthy, whether you're snacking, whether you're drinking, whatever it may be. You're going to have to make sure that you keep your weight down, you keep your health up, you're exercising regularly, whether it's walking, running, but you're doing some type of cardiovascular activity. You're getting into the sun, getting that vitamin D. Doesn't mean you need to hang out with anybody, because I enjoy this time. But also too, again, I feel like I run a gym. We run a gym. We run a gym online. We do a lot of things. We interact with a lot of people. We just do a lot of things. And so I feel like when we talk to a lot of people, when we have a little break, it is kind of nice. But I know a lot of people are suffering, and just know, find that solace in yourself, find it in exercise. And just know that if you can make yourself stronger, you can make your mind stronger. Everything else will get better too. One thing that I'm noticing a lot of people aren't really doing is taking multivitamins. I don't know when multivitamins stop being a thing, but I'm here to tell you that you probably want to bring it back. I do know that you're going to have to eat somewhere around 5,000 to 6,000 calories of quality food in order to get the macronutrients or the vitamins that you're going to need, minerals, the vitamins and minerals that you're going to need in your body. So you're just going to have to take them. And I don't know why. I mean, they got these gummy ones now that aren't as good as like other forms of it. But I don't know why a lot of people don't take multivitamins, and you can cycle on and off of them. A best multivitamin is not just one in one capsule. It's like packs, a couple, like 5 to 10, maybe even 15 different pills. Taking it multiple times a day is also pretty crucial. You shouldn't be urinating just white. You should be somewhat yellow. So I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are doing well with their health. They're starting to get pretty fit through the quarantine, being back in the gym, training hard. And even online, like I just know a lot of us have been very, very consistent because we've had this time to ourselves. But what we're not doing is taking like the fish oils. We're not taking multivitamins. And I'm not a big fish oil person, not even with a tablespoon. But I do know that it's something that if you do suffer of like joint pains, like I do like that in my mix or my cocktail. I like fish oil, glucosamine, and chondroitin. I also like making sure that I'm taking zinc and magnesium either at night or throughout the day. And there's times that I cycle in and off of all that stuff. And right now, all I'm doing is taking a multivitamin. And for about a month, I didn't take a multivitamin. And I can feel the difference. I can literally feel the difference. So in order to keep it up and keep up the momentum, make sure that you're doing all the little things, right? So you're making sure that if you really want to lose weight and you want to lean out and you want to get shredded, you're counting your macronutrients and you're holding yourself accountable and you're letting yourself go if you mess up, but getting right back on it, things like that. Also, if you're trying to gain weight, staying consistent throughout multiple times, whether you feel bloated or not, staying on the topic, staying on the issue at all times. That's something we should know, we should learn, right? Mikey, you taking a multivitamin?
You got me on the animal pack ever since I started like
all right.
7 years ago. I've always been on the animal pack.
I'm a big animal pack. I like the Optimum, is it? Optimum?
The Opti Energy pack. That's another one that I do.
I like that pack as well. Is that the Vitamin Shop brand? The Optum, whatever.
This one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Super Nutrition. That's a good one.
Have multiple and like it has like 10 of them in it too, right? like a multi-pack. Yep.
It's only got 6.
Right.
So it's,
I think that one has a little bit more heavy on the niacin.
oh yeah, it's major niacin flush for sure.
I like it.
All of a sudden, it's like you get
There's-
super hot real
There's
fast.
another one that Vitamin Shop has too. That's pretty good as well. It's got like the eagle on it. The guy, he's on. Is that the same one you got? But I feel like there's another version of that too, like a little bit more of a ghetto version where it's like in a giant like plastic bag kind of deal. But so
I don't know about pills in a plastic bag.
oh, I know about pills. What's the deal? What's the deal? Like, I mean, how have you gone off of your multivitamin?
I just started strong again ever since we started doing this shredding.
Nice.
So I'm about what? We're day 15 now.
Yeah, 3 weeks in. 3 weeks in. You've lost like how much?
I've lost 7 pounds.
7 pounds. So far a little ahead of schedule. But that was the first week. The first week we really get a lot of the poop and everything out of us.
Oh, I think it was because of that liquid diet you got me on.
Yeah, that first couple days. Yeah, I felt good. And I've been feeling really good ever since. And I still been drinking only twice a week. But I've been enjoying it. And then I've been enjoying really just not snacking as much, even tonight's snack. But I did get some ice cream. It was for my throat. But
right. Okay.
I do have more. I do have more for us to snack. So don't stress. I didn't eat it all. I mean, they made brownies with M&Ms in them. And that's actually one thing that has gone up since we've been in quarantine. Like that's a proven statistic that we are snacking a lot more people in general. So tonight's snack is a little bit healthier choice. I do like beef sticks. I also got a beef bar. I did not like that. I'm going to take it to the gym, pass it out to my friends. But these ones are a little bit more mellow because they're just like a Slim Jim, I would call it a high-end Slim Jim. Beef. It's literally called beef stick from Mission Meats. You can get them on Amazon. Mission Meats, or you can go to their website. They also have, it's made from 100% grass-fed beef, no additives, nitrates, or anything else, gluten-free. It's paleo-friendly. And the ingredients. Paleo, beef, water, salt. Citric acid.
There you go.
Here we go. Some citric acid. This is what size is this one that I have? I have a 28 grams, 1 ounce.
Yep, it's nutrition facts I have on the screen.
That's the one you have. What we got? 7 grams of protein. Ooh, I like that. Sometimes I eat 2 of them. 1 gram of carb. 0 grams of sugar. So pretty good little snack. For you guys that are looking for I would call a sideways meal, like an awkward meal in the middle of the day, I would tell you that you probably want to make sure you could do something like this. So you could eat a beef stick or 2, and then a cracker or something else for carbs if you really needed it, but if you didn't need it, or fruit, But I think you can always kind of figure out a way to balance it out. If you did too much, it'd be a lot of salt too often. How much sodium?
You're looking at 320 milligrams of sodium.
Yeah, that's a lot.
For a stick, for a 1 ounce stick, yeah, that's a lot of
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
A lot of salt.
I mean, how do they cure it? You gotta keep it fresh somehow.
Oh, you need a boom arm fast. What is going on over here?
I moved over here and I was just turning it up so I didn't have to lean forward. I was trying to I should have muted it before I started working on it. My bad. I was more excited about my beef stick than I was about muting my mic. But so 300 grams. You got the kid one? Did you find the kid one?
1 second.
Because they have a kid's version. And Milo started eating multiple of these, and he doesn't really eat a lot of protein outside of some chicken here and there, pepperoni, pizza, all that.
So here's a kid one.
Nice. He'll eat a couple of them.
The kid one's only half of yours.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So,
and they probably charge you twice.
He started. Well, no. Actually, they gave it. It's pretty good deal. And they sell it by the bag load. It's not that expensive at all. Actually, I feel like it was pretty good deal. You want to look at that? See what the cost was. But I thought that he was starting to eat multiple of these small ones, and so I was a little concerned. Like Mikey said, being cost efficient. I was like, hey, maybe if I get him the adult ones, he'll actually eat these. He'll only eat one of them. And then when he got these, because they're a little thicker and they're not like thin like this, he was like, nah. And then I'm not too gamey. I'm not too like crazy on random stuff, but I was like, I used to like beef bars. And we'll eat a beef bar this week, but I wasn't too happy about the beef bar. It was almost too much beef. Too much beef.
What do you mean too much beef?
Like too much beef. It was interesting. Like the beef bar is like it's like a square of the Slim Jim type stuff, but instead it's like it's hard. Instead of a granola bar or something, it's just a beef bar. It's just a lot. It's a lot to chew off. I'd rather beef jerky that way. So,
I don't know. I've eaten these. These are like my favorite right here.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah. I feel like some of them are a little gamey. I like the buffalo, and I'm not really a big buffalo person. I like the beef. They have an elk one, right? Or venison.
Venison, salmon, bison.
That's what it is. Turkey's pretty salty, right? Chicken, I like chicken. The fish was, fish. But I like those. But I think I get the beef jerky from Mission Meats too. I think we did one beef jerky from them too. And that was a pretty good deal. I liked it. So far, so good. Oh man, this week is fire when it comes to the workouts, Mikey. Already the employees I put out the employee doc already, and whoo, getting nervous. And then the kids that online, I already sent them out their workouts, and they're already texting me. All right. Let's see tomorrow.
We got tomorrow's workout. So it's Girl Mondays. Looks like we're running with Jackie tomorrow. 800-meter run instead of that 1,000-meter row. 50 thrusters with that empty barbell and 30 pull-ups. This technically should go faster. But I don't know with that like cardiovascular load in the front end with that 800-meter sprint. I don't know how that those 50 thrusters are going to feel when you get back to pick up that bar.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 20 seconds faster than no matter what you row. So like if you were to row, I don't know, because that's the other thing I was thinking about, because a lot of these kids, when they did it in that regionals, I felt like they rode it around that like 3:30. They were hauling in it because it was like, I feel like it was like a low 7 Jackie. If I remember right, it's like 6 something. And I feel like we'll have people running around 3 minutes, for the 800. So that's already 30 seconds faster on the run. So that's where I was like, ooh, at some point it's going to be too fast, right? The run.
Yeah. And then you must have something against having our hands soft because you did more pull-ups.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's 150. Here's 30 bar muscle ups. Here's 30 pull-ups on a Monday.
I mean, they just like 30 here, 30 there, 50 here, 50 there.
150 here.
There's a couple here, a couple there.
And then tomorrow's workout, fantastic.
Here's some more pull-ups. You know what? Let's just pull up every day. Why not? We're gymnasts now. So here's how I would attack this. I would attack the run at about an 8 intensity. So I don't know if I would go to 9 unless you really want to just kind of feel it. Because then when you come in, you'll be able to recover from the door to the barbell. We got our little walkabout at the gym. And then most of you guys are staging your stuff. So you would walk about. You give me 50 thrusters. On the thrusters, unbroken, right, Mikey? Or 2 sets?
I don't know. I would say 2 sets, 30-20, like 30, a big set in the front. Yeah, 40, big set in the 40, front.
10, yeah, 35-15. I like the awkward splits. I like the awkward splits too.
Yeah, so do not, and I repeat, do not go unbroken on this one.
I'm going unbroken. I'm going unbroken.
Your pull-ups are not going to be existent.
And my pull-ups, I'm actually, I've been holding like certain workouts, depending on how deep they go. It's been like anywhere between 3 to 5. I haven't tried to hold like 8s and 10s. Tomorrow I might, since it's just chin over the bar, I think I might go 8, 7, 7, just split it up nice. 4 sets and get out of there. And then just one big set on that thruster. Even if I got to go more with like a recovery thruster. But I'm not going to hang out too long. I just don't see myself putting that barbell down. It's just so far down there. And once I put it down, I'm going to need like 30 seconds to pick it back up.
Yeah. And it's empty too. But like, I don't know. For me, like I'm going to attack the pull-ups in 15-15. So that 30-20 is looking real nice right now, especially after an 800 meter run.
I mean, it still comes down to same sets. Less sets for you, actually. Because if I go 4 sets, that's three transitions. And then if you do half and half, that's only 2 transitions. So that's still 1 less transition.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I held 15 during that 10 rounder for about 4 rounds. So
I feel like I might be able to do 10, 10, 10, but I just have not done that. And my hands just.
Boy, you got to be careful about your elbows too.
Ooh, now my elbows are pretty good. They've been feeling pretty good. They didn't feel good on that snatch, but that's also because they were tight from the pulling. Pretty good. I mean, I clean and jerked. I think it was like 275. I snatched just barely 215. I feel like I could have hit a little bit more. Probably good. I haven't snatched in almost 9 months.
Feeling good, huh? Feeling good.
Before quarantine. Yeah, see what happens when you lose 10 pounds?
And that's our take. That's our WOD talk for tomorrow's workout, guys.
Oof. Oh, man.
Oh, what have you been thinking about those WOD talk setups? I did like 3 different versions. A solo version, the version with you, one at the gym with G. I was going to do a call-in, but none of the coaches picked up. So
I'm scared sometimes, they're a sensitive bunch. I don't know. No, we should just schedule them. They would love it. We just gotta schedule it. We could do it that way. I
would just love to hear how they would attack us.
No, I really had something in my eye. I think it would be good to hear their views and how they're gonna do the workout, and also to kind of see kind of consistency in their picking and choosing. So then if we start seeing that they're not really choosing the same track all the time, which our coaches are pretty good about it, but it'd be good to kind of see that as well. I'd be pretty excited about it. I also liked it when it was just a plain segment. I really don't mind the plain segment. Like if it was just cut just in a room real quick, you or me or someone, and they just talk about it. Kind of like it. I kind of like it. I like it cut from us too, from the Munchies.
Yeah.
And then link in bio.
Hit the link in the bio, guys.
Hit the link in the bio. Come on over. You drinking?
Oh,
Yeah. Go ahead. Stop putting me on blast, bro. It's Sunday.
It's the Lord's Day.
I don't know. I don't know how it works, but maybe I shouldn't be drinking. But it's Munchies. It's like the show, right? Like,
yeah, you're supposed to have a drink. You're supposed to,
supposed to be drinking, eating. We did a beer tasting.
Yeah. Ooh, are we gonna plan that seltzer, hard seltzer tasting? That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, we were gonna do the different flavors, right?
Yep.
It's getting summer too. Probably should. Yeah. Little seltzer. I know this guy is for sure in. This Bahid is for sure in.
Hey, what happened to Friday Night Lights?
I saved my voice.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you were the one that was like, "Hey, Max, everything you're recording right now just sounds like." I was like, "Oh, okay, well, it's my voice," and you were like, "Well."
What? Don't put words in my mouth. First off, I said the audio. I said the audio sounded
like a frog
because you were yelling into the mic.
I have no voice.
It's a mic. You don't need to yell into a mic.
I mean, I literally could not talk for a little while. I was suffering of some really, really, really bad. I don't know. What do you think I did? I think I strained my vocal cords.
Yeah, I honestly believe that. You just kept yelling on him.
I really think I did. And then even now, like tonight, we've been talking, and I've been keeping it pretty mellow. And we've only been talking for about 28 minutes, and I can already feel starting to want to get a little rusty. Like I think it's like a pulled muscle. I got too excited. I came out of quarantine and I was so fired up to coach and yell at people and people in person that I went ham. And I got a what is that called now? I got a what is that thing, Senora Marmont?
No, podium.
I got a podium. So that fired me up too. And then I was talking to people, and we have a 15-minute gap. So now we have like a cleaning time. Technically, we have a 30-minute gap, 15 for cleaning and 15 for chatting. I mean, it's a good life. But it's back. So tomorrow morning.
Don't strain it again.
Tomorrow morning. That's what I'm about to say. Tomorrow morning, Mike, you're on. I'm going to have another week of just chilling like this, pointing at people. And then going and hiding because I can't handle it. I can't. Like I'm out there. Like I want to get involved all the time. My voice is just. I got to bring it back.
We might just set up a audio system with a little like one of those nude.
Here we go. I don't think that. I think that actually makes it worse for me. Like suddenly you get me out there, and I'll be so fired up. Now you can hear me. Let's do this. So in that sense, let's actually kind of talk about a few 10 things that I wanted to talk about. I have a little bit of a rant that I wanted to talk about. And oh no. Where did that go? Sorry. 10 most dangerous. Right. So I was looking at some stuff, right? And I thought it was interesting because I've had some iron worker friends and they've had some friends pass away. Like, because if you're on an iron working job and you're like 50 feet in the air, there's probably like 30 feet into the hole. And so you're like technically 80 feet into the air, right? I don't know if you guys knew that, but pretty much it always goes down. You got parking garages, and then also you got more down there. So sometimes it's even further. So if you're working on a 10-story building, it's probably about 100 feet in the air plus 30 feet. You're 130 feet in there. So obviously, it's fairly dangerous job, right? So I was like wondering, with all this like talk about being dangerous and jobs that are dangerous and dying on the job and signing up for stuff, and I was like, all right, well, it's got to be some pretty dangerous jobs out there. And I saw this consensus, I guess it was 2017, 5,250 workplace deaths last year. So this article was written in 2018, I think. I think it was published technically December 2019. But this is taken from 2017. New data shows 3.5 per 100,000 workers. That seems like quite a bit. I didn't read that stat earlier. So, but you got that's a lot of deaths, right? In 1 year for jobs. And then I started wondering. I was like, you know what? What are the 10? What are the 10? I want to know. First one is like landscaping, lawns, tree cutting, things like that. Median annual wage is about $47,000. So total fatal injuries 142. And then I started scrolling down, and I was like, oh, okay, here we go. 9 is first line supervisor construction trades, like backhoes, construction and extraction work, stuff like that. Average median annual wage $65,000. Okay, good. 144 total fatalities. Number 8, iron and steel workers, $52,000 annual wage minimum. And then for some reason, this one doesn't have a most common fatal accident is falls, slips, trips. This one has 23.6 thousand or 23.6 deaths per 100,000. Didn't give me that one. Just wanted to give me an average. Didn't want to give me a total for the year. And then keep going down. Farmer, rancher, number 7, 257,000 for the year, $24,000 annual wage. I don't know what just happened there. I lost half my income, and I just think I doubled my deaths. Okay, awkward to me. Then I look a little bit more driver salaries, truckers, drivers, 966 deaths in 1 year, almost 1,000, only about $25,000 a year. F. 5, waste management. Waste management, people who pick up our trash, throwing stuff away. Median annual wage, $36,000. 36. Roofer, 96, 51. 50, oh, this one gave me another average. 51 deaths per 100,000. Double the iron worker. Well, the roofing makes sense. I had a buddy that was in Chicago, and he said he would like tie himself in, and when he would roof, the wind would hit, and it would hit so bad that he would just be like a kite and just walk himself back in. And I was like, no, man, no way. And sometimes he would say, like, yeah, it would just thump you against the ground, but you were just glad that you held on, or that you were stayed on the roof and you didn't fall over. And you're just like, oh gosh. Okay. $40,000 a year. All right. Number three, aircraft pilot, $137,000. All right, I'm down to die. Here we go. I mean, not that I want to, but it's a nice, annual average. So there's people making more, there's people making less, better than the $27,000. It's still a top 10, right? So when you think of making income so far, this is the most we've seen for the risk, 58 people out of 100,000. Fishermen, oof. 77.4 out of 100,000, 28,000. But I feel like this is a big profession too. There's probably a lot of fishermen out there. That'd be another statistic to look at probably too, is like how many people are in these trades, right? So I'm gonna dive a little bit more. I'm gonna look into like how many are, what's the trade, like how many people are involved in the trade, things like that. Number one, logging. Obviously, if you're in the middle of the forest with a hatchet and a saw, I wouldn't think outcomes aren't going to look good. $40,000 a year, 97 people per 100,000, almost 100 per 100. That's almost like 10%, right? Whoa, 1%. Damn. All right, so I looked at that. It was weird to me. I didn't see something. Mikey, what didn't I see? What would you expect to be on this list?
Linemen. Did you put linemen?
Linemen.
Yeah, the guys that put on telephone wires and electric wires across the country.
I think they might have been considered like workers, like construction workers, because the construction workers were like a first line supervisor of construction trades and extraction works. Number 9. I feel like they're inside that, unless they're their own, but they didn't get on my top 10 here in 2017. So I was expecting to see police officers. Why do you think that police officers get told their job is super, super dangerous? Why do you think that's the culture? I mean, it's a dangerous fucking job. You carry a gun. I've had a friend that died saving other people, protecting our peace and my safety. And I thank him for it every day. But why do you think they're told that you got to pull somebody over and pull out a gun? Top 10. I didn't find them. So I feel like it's something that like, it's a culture. It's a culture. So my rant tonight is I just want to figure out why are we not peaceful as a whole, right? Obviously we're not that type of people. We're pretty aggressive in general. And we're territorial. We don't like change. So we're defensive by nature. So I just, like in the past couple of weeks, I've been really, really struggling with this whole like police situation because, for me, something as stupid as being a kid, I remember playing with guns. And then I remember the process of suddenly the guns were like I remember having a fully automatic cap gun that would you had to tape caps together because they were paper and it was like an M16 and it fed inside of the clip and the clip came out and it was all these dirty paper caps in there and you'd make your own spindle and it was just an amazing gun. And then I remember that they came out with like a pink or orange fluorescent because kids were starting to get shot. And then pretty much kids don't play with guns anymore. They don't play with guns. Now, don't get me wrong. It's probably not the best thing to teach your kids to be violent and shoot and things like that. I get it. And it bums me out because I'm definitely that type of pretend kind of guy. But I got a lot of styrofoam swords and shields around the house. So I can get my war and battle a different way. But I was just really taken by looking at dangerous jobs and then the idea of the police officers not being on there, and they have a dangerous job. They, they wear a lot of bulletproof stuff and they carry guns and stuff like that. So I was really taken by it. And I'm now going to do a little more research, and I hope you guys do too, in regards to looking into more so the conversation of why are we on the defense? So why is our police officers on the defense? Is it us? Is it society? And then what can we do as a society to change that? Right. Same thing with fitness. Like, how do we get more people to want to be fit? Is it because we're standoffish because we look good, or we train hard, or we are like a cult, and all this bullshit? Or is it just our persona, or we don't listen when someone comes in and they're having a hard time and they can't communicate? Like, I just can't do it. And you're like, well, just got to do it, you know? And I'm like that, but I try to listen. And I just hope that through this process, we listen some more and we keep talking. And that's what I'm going to do here with Munchies and my rant. That's what we do. So, I mean, shit, at one point I even was talking about how I didn't like how they were being racist to my boy Mikey. We started this whole shit. I don't even know, what episode are we on now, Mikey?
We're on 48.
48. We started this whole thing, and somewhere in the beginning I said I didn't like that either. And it's crazy that, you know, I felt that early, you know, and I've seen it, and I feel like we should talk more about that kind of stuff. And I know it's boring, and I know it's tough, and it's hard, and it's not necessarily anything to do with fitness, but it has everything to do with community. And I am responsible for a community of people that come to me for health and wellness. And inside that, I influence their emotional and physical being. And so therefore I have a lot of ability to affect them in negative and positive ways. And so I have to be open and willing to embrace everything, whether I like it or not. And I don't know, it's just taught me a lot, but I am very stern. I'm very stern, and I only do it my way. So now that I think about it, I don't know what I think about it, the whole situation. I listen, and then I say, no, we do it like this. Shit. Every year for my New Year's resolution, I say I'm going to be nice to people, and then like 15th, I'm out.
Only 15 days, guys. Remember that. From July 1st to July 15th. That's when you should hit him up.
Man, first 15 days of the month. I'm nice. All right. Well, guys, thank you for letting me rant. Thank you guys for bearing with that. I know sometimes it can be tough, but I'm just going to talk about what I feel like, and I'm blessed that I have Mikey here that helps me with what we do, and I'm blessed that I have a great staff. I'm blessed that I have a great owner at my gym. I'm blessed that I have a great community online. I'm blessed with a great and awesome community in my home gym, and I'm blessed with a wonderful wife that puts up with my shit, and I'm not an easy person. And I'm blessed 100% to have two amazing kids and an amazing close family around me of two, like I say, two mothers. I have my mom and my mother-in-law, and obviously the grandpas are amazing as well. I got three of them, but for the most part, I am blessed to have an amazing family, and amazing friends, an amazing group of people around us that all want to be fit and understand that the priority is we will help each other through fitness, and we will learn to love each other more and more through that process of change. So I know a lot of people that couldn't put up with us, and because we're very, very hard, we're very, very honest. And I've always said that I am honest to a fault. So 5 things that I want you to focus on. 5 things that I want you to focus on for the week. How to plan your weekly schedule for a successful week. All right. So 1, I would say review your macro plan or your macro goal. So look at your next month, look at your next 6 months, look at your next year, and see where you're at to be on pace. And you kind of always want to check into that every week, not too aggressively, but kind of look at it. And then make a new detailed outline for the week. So look at the week, detail it in accordance to what your macro goal is and what part of that you're going to accomplish, or what's, you're at the small micro level, what is having to happen day to day, and kind of set forth that detailed list. And then inside there, you could almost have micro, meso, or like middle ground, and then macro, and then you just kind of plot your land there. And every week you probably want to go through there and kind of clean that up, what you've done, what you haven't done, move up and down priority, which in turn creates your set priority. So by having macro and meso and micro goals, or plans. It will allow you to look at your set priorities and then allow you to kind of look at them. I like the 4 quadrants, looking at highly important, not important, and then what needs to be done immediately, and then what just has to be done at some point. So I kind of look at stuff like that. I design action plans through the 4 quadrant steps, and I develop my week to get as close as I can to it. And I try to accomplish 90% of what I put on the paper. If I do not accomplish 90% of what I put on the paper, the next week I put less. And so that way I become successful, and then I know what I can accomplish. And then from there, I increase it on the paper. I look at what my wife does not like me to say, but I look at what my real bandwidth is, and that's how I deal with that. So build your schedule out. And then if you don't hit at least 90% of what your plan is, tone it back until you hit 90%, and then slowly increase it back up. All right. So I hope you enjoy your week. Thank you, Mikey. We're back. My voice is pretty much back, and I'm excited for this week. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I got a lot of stuff. Ooh-wee. Oh, man. I like drawing this thing. Oh, thank you, Mikey.